Hey there! So, you're looking for a dog trainer here in Vienna, Virginia? You've definitely come to the right place. We're going to break down everything you need to know to make a really great choice for you and your dog.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, why local knowledge really matters. Then, how to size up a trainer's approach. We'll also get into what you should expect to budget, and we'll wrap it all up with a simple checklist to get you started.
Okay, first things first, let's talk about training for life right here in Vienna. Because, it's about so much more than just sit and stay. It's really about getting your dog ready for all the specific things we do and places we go around town.
I mean, think about it, right? Wouldn't it be great to have those calm, easy walks down Church Street? Or to not worry when you run into someone you know at the farmer's market? That's the real goal here. That's what good local training can do for you. And that's exactly where having a local expert comes in handy. A trainer who actually knows Vienna gets the difference between a busy sidewalk on Maple Avenue and the kinds of distractions you'll find on the W&OD trail. They'll also know the Fairfax County rules, which is a big deal for setting your dog up to succeed pretty much everywhere you go. All right, so now that we're thinking about local needs, let's talk about how to actually evaluate a trainer. This part is all about giving you the tools so you know exactly what you're looking for in a professional. Okay, let's get into what is probably the most important concept you need to know: positive reinforcement. This is the modern, science-backed way to do things. Basically, instead of punishing bad behavior, you're rewarding the good stuff, the behavior you actually want to see more of. It builds this amazing bond of trust, and honestly, it makes your dog want to learn with you. It's just way more effective in the long run than any method based on fear. So you're generally going to see two main options for training. You've got your group classes, which are awesome for socialization. Your dog gets to practice around other dogs and people, real-world distractions, and they're usually easier on the wallet. On the other hand, private sessions are all about you. You get a totally customized plan that can tackle those specific issues you see at home, like barking at the mail carrier or jumping all over your guests. All right, I know these letters can look like a bowl of alphabet soup, but trust me, they're super helpful. They tell you a lot about a trainer's education and their commitment to their profession. Certifications like CBDTK or KPA-CTP mean they have a really solid understanding of training science. And hey, if you're dealing with something more serious, like major anxiety or reactivity, you'll want to look for someone with credentials like IAABC or CBCC. They're the specialists. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the practical stuff. The money. Understanding the costs is a huge part of planning this out, and it helps you find the right fit for your budget and your training goals. Just to give you a quick ballpark figure, a single 1-hour private lesson here in the Vienna area is going to run you somewhere in this range. Of course, that can change depending on how experienced the trainer is and what kind of certifications they have. Now, this chart really lays it all out for you. You can see the typical costs for all the different services, from a puppy class that runs for a few weeks, all the way to those really intensive board and train programs. It's a great way to compare what makes sense for your dog's needs and what fits your budget. And you can see how sometimes buying a package of sessions can be a better deal than just paying one by one. Okay, we've talked about training methods, we've talked about the costs, so how do you pull it all together? Let's go through a really simple checklist. Think of it as your action plan for finding that perfect trainer. So when you start making those calls or sending those emails, just keep this 4-step process in mind. Number 1, ask them about their training philosophy. Make sure it's positive. Number 2, ask about those certifications we mentioned. 3, talk about how they're going to customize the plan for your dog's specific needs. And finally, number 4, make sure you get a totally clear breakdown of all the fees right from the start. No surprises. Being a good dog owner here in Vienna also means knowing the local rules. It's pretty straightforward. The big ones are your dog has to be on a leash when you're not on your own property, they need a rabies vaccination, and you have to be mindful of nuisance barking so it doesn't become a problem with your neighbors. Good training, by the way, helps with all of this. And here's the fun part. Once you start training, Vienna has some amazing places to practice. You can work on off-leash skills safely at the Vienna Dog Park, get that loose leash walking down perfectly on the W&OD trail, or practice commands from a distance at Glendon Park. These spots are fantastic for putting what you learn into action. So, with all these options on the table, it's a good moment to think about your own dog. What feels like the right first step for the two of you on this training journey? Because really, getting the right training isn't just about commands. It's about building an incredible partnership with your dog. It's what gives you the peace of mind to go out and enjoy everything Vienna has to offer, from the trails to the parks. It just makes life better for you, for your dog, and for everyone around you.